From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 10-2 start.
Black by 4. Let's go. Switch.
Speed trip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And an alley and he lost the football. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Touch the outlaw. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Goodbye.
Back to throw here. Letting one go deep for the... And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Here we go, D. Mott's 56.
Here's second and 8. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith. Mike 56, Mike 56. Get him, get him. Henry. 56 a Mike, boys, 56. Hop on.
Looking to throw on second down. McCain got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Coming. 6, move, out. Go.
From the gun on third down. McCain, and that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
61.
Now a give, right side. Benjamin. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
These two teams all tied after one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
56 is the mic. Watch the block, watch the block, watch the block. Watch the block, watch the block, block. Play 56, 56. Hey, check. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. Check the outs, check the outs. No, 56. Monk's 56. Oh.
On 1st and 10, McCain, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every.
And a loose football. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Hey, watch the slant. Bang, 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 bang. Check 50 on front. Check 55 to mine. Go. Got you, boy. Hey, check right.
Off play action. McCain. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
6-6, pull it high.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Protein spill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go, go.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Ready?
Back to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Go. Go.
Check Mike 21.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Man.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, defense.
2nd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on second down, McCain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On third down, McCain. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Come on, come on. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Second and 11. Dancing to his left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
What we got?
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they give this time to the tailback. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. Hey, Orber. Yo, cheetah. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. James. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCain. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
I don't even know why his team showed up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
You go home.
Nightmare, son.
Yeah.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 55.
To throw on 3rd down. McCain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go. Some backfield.
Back to throw. McCain. And that will be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, I shoot.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Los Angeles as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 13. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. 56 to Mike, 56. Watch the slant. Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Look at me, zipper.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Fight.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch it. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Watch the eye.
On first down, it's Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's James. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They come up in an offset eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but they end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three.
Leo. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Hey. Shoot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Pilot, 64, weak.
50. I'm scared.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on the front. Big dash.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Off the play fake. McCain. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on first down. McCain got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Second and 2. And his pass incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On third and 2, McCain. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one, Rick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right, and then maybe... And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll run on first down. James. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line. A
great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance. They did it